I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Let's get after it. A lot to talk about. And the markets. Here go bearish. All major indices pulling off of some record highs. We have the spider down. The Dow, everybody's down, but small caps down the most, down 1.24%. The banks off by nearly 2%. Financials off by more than 1%. Crude oil higher by a full percent. Gold higher by a full percent. Silver higher by almost a full percent. And the VIX higher. The VIX end of day right here is showing us a 7.5% increase. The VIX ETF about 1% higher, and that's the fear indicators. All right, let's look here at the markets. This is the S&P 500. I'm going to pull in some more data so we can see what's going on here. We've been doing a lot of this sideways, a little getting chopped up here in the moving averages, then we drop, and then we rally, and we go higher, and then making this high. This trend line is very important to me. We talked about that in other videos. The reason we stopped here is because the trend line. This is a very important line that we've had here for a while. And just to let me just do this because you'll see. All right, this is February 11th, so you can draw it to the lowest close, and then you'll come here to June 27th, lowest close, and that is the line. We broke it and then act as resistance. You can see here we tagged it again right there, acting as resistance, and we get over it and we stay over it. Now it's support, and today, Monday, acting as support, and we do have a tick higher on volume, but it's still low volume, guys. See this line coming across? That's the average volume line, and volume has just been so low. Tick higher on volume though on this drop, but we are still above that trend line. If you look here at the diamonds, you're seeing I'm not adding a sell signal yet, just because we're still above a lot of support levels. If you look here at the NASDAQ, we're just going sideways above all major moving averages. Guys, I mean, this thing is looking like it's building a high base, getting ready to pop yet again. Small caps, though, took a bigger hit today. Nice little drop, but above a trend line, guys. That's why I'm not adding a sell signal. And we're still we're below average volume. We did tick higher, but below average volume here. Banks, nice drop here on the banks. You can see this. Bam, to the downside, but not ready to call it a sell, not yet. Normally I would, but I'm not seeing the indications that would allow me to do so with conviction or confidence. If you look here at the financials, a drop, still not too bad. I'm not going to call it a sell here. US dollar drop, come back higher. And crude oil, a lot of talk of OPEC and what they're going to be doing. So we're caught up in moving averages. I don't care what you're reading out there in the news. Bottom line is this trend line is a big one. You do not want to be short crude oil if we get above these moving averages in that trend line. We have some downside opportunity here, but big volume of today's movement. Expect that volume to only increase on any movement to the upside or downside. Gold, down. I was really close to wanting to put in a buy signal here. I can't do it. Look at the mini-me volume. It's just nothing volume. That is not a buy signal by any stretch of imagination. Silver, that's nothing more than a bear pullback, guys. So I am looking for silver to actually make another step downward. So let's see if that happens. That's what I'm expecting to see here on silver. A couple of interesting things on the VIX. The VIX ETF, we broke this support line. Now it's acting as resistance, building a low base. So low base is bearish. This should break down. But if the VIX breaks down, that means the markets will be bullish and break upward. So if this goes down, the markets will go higher. Let's look at the VIX itself. the VIX itself broke this support line and then came up, smashed its head against resistance, just smashed it and stayed there. I think that it's got a good chance to fill this gap and start moving south again. That's what it looks like to me. Let's see if that actually happens. So, you know what, Keisha, I'm going to share that email. Hold on. Let me, where would that go? Sent. Right here it is. So I'm not going to give you the name of this gal, and I hope she's okay with me sharing this, because I shared with her in my response how we've all been there to some degree. So I'm going to share it with you guys. I'm going to paraphrase. I don't want to read it word for word. Good evening, Des. That's my real name, aka D7. I need your help badly. I lost a lot of money over the last week, and it wasn't my money. It was the money of those who really trusted in me. While I told them it was very risky, I just simply can't bear the feeling of letting them down like this. I have to learn this thing of trading, not for me, but to make their money back. I know I missed the mentorships. So she goes on saying that she missed the last 2 months of mentoring. She didn't want to pay for the airline flight to go to Vegas for that mentoring, and was skeptical on doing it online. So she talks about all that. She says, but now I'm desperate. I have to succeed. She said, no, you can make me. She goes, I know that you can make me successful at trading. The market is going to be bumpy over the next few months. I can't afford to try to buy and hold to make this money back. Please, when is your next mentorship? So please don't be long from now. I need help quickly. So we'll get emails like this. I've never had a chance or the pleasure to speak with her directly. There were some emails that Grok girl Keisha had with her, but talking about the mentoring, but that's all the further it went. There was no communications. We didn't have a talk with her. I mean, nothing. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, we get this email. But I see that she's been through a lot of our free courses, doing our things, but I see here. But my response was, hey, I'm very, very sorry to hear about the losses. Losses can be very difficult to bear, especially when it's not it's someone else's money. And I go on to say that trading is something that you have to be well educated in and to be highly skilled in. Furthermore, you have to have the right discipline and the emotional fortitude to be able to trade with conviction and in great confidence. So anyway, the reason I'm sharing that with you guys is just be careful in the markets. There's nothing, I'm not here to peddle a mentorship or any of our products here. I want to do this one thing, and that is to share with you that trading can be just like gambling. You can't buy in hope. That is not a strategy. If you're going to trade, paper trade, learn a system. Learn it from somebody. I don't care who you go to, but learn it from a real trader, somebody that's in the markets on a day-to-day basis. Learn it and be the best student that you can be. There's no shortcut to mentoring or coaching. If you're going to learn to fly, you're going to need that. So anyway, do your research, find the best of the best, associate yourself with them, and be the best trader that you can be. And I'm hearing that my voice is raspy. You're hearing that. I'm on the tail end of a nasty cold here. So anyway, hope you guys all the best, and hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Anyway, that's it. There's my 10-minute video. We'll catch you guys later.